Why do so many relationships feel like they are over before they even begin? You thought you had something special, but suddenly it's gone. Your calls are unanswered, even your text messages are ignored, and you begin to wonder what went wrong. Some of us even find ourselves in situations where we dedicate our time to someone, only to be left wondering why it didn't work out. You thought you were building something meaningful, but they didn't seem to be on the same page with you. Here is the hard truth, my dear. Many of us skip the critical stages of dating. And when we don't involve the other person in defining the relationship, we set ourselves up for disappointment. And this is why today on Insight with Paul, I am diving into something a lot of us overlook: the stages of dating, and why skipping them can set us up for heartbreak. Let's talk about why this keeps happening and how to stop it. The truth is, many young women, especially the ages of 18 and 25, rush into what they believe is a relationship without fully understanding what's actually happening. And this rush often comes with assumptions. Assumptions that the man is equally invested or even see things the same way. My dear, stop the assumption and listen. An ideal traditional monogamous relationship is most likely to pass through these four stages I'm going to highlight now. Stage number one. I call this stage the attraction stage. Usually what happens is you meet someone, you are attracted to them, they seem interested in you, and it feels like there's a potential. But here is where the first mistake happens. There is no clarity. You might start assuming we have been talking a lot, we are practically in a relationship. But guess what? To him, you might just be someone he enjoys spending time with, without any commitment attached. For example, a young lady once shared with me how she met this guy at a party. They hit it off, exchanged numbers, and within 2 weeks, she was already introducing him as her boyfriend. The problem is, they had never discussed what they were to each other. When he suddenly stopped responding to her calls after their first intimate night, she felt cheated and used. But was she really cheated? Or was there a lack of mutual understanding? Let me hear your opinion in the comments below. Stage number two, the getting to know you stage. This stage is crucial, yet many people skip it. This is where you take your time to ask the right questions. What are you looking for? Do you see yourself in a relationship right now? And what does dating mean to you? These are not clingy or desperate questions. They are foundational ones. Let's assume a guy asks you out on dates, buys you gifts, and you are already assuming he must want a serious relationship with you. But the fact is, he has never said it. Yes, I agree actions matters a lot, but so do words. If you don't hear him explicitly say, I want us to build something meaningful, you might end up assuming things he never promised. Stage 3. Defining the relationship together. My dear, it's not just your responsibility. It should be collaborative. One major issue I have noticed is that many women define the relationship in their minds without involving the man. You have spent time together, been intimate, shared personal stories, and now you are referring to him as my man. But has he agreed to that role? The idea of sitting down to define the relationship might seem uncomfortable, but it's the only way to avoid disappointment. If he says, I am not ready for a relationship, then you know where you stand. If he says, I like you, but let's take things slow, then you can decide if that works for you. But if you never ask, you will always be guessing. And I kid you not, sister, guessing can lead to heartbreak. Lastly, stage number 4, the commitment stage. Here is where the rubber meets the road. If you have both defined the relationship, this is the stage where you work towards building something meaningful. But if you skip the earlier stages, you might find yourself in a situation where you are giving 100% to someone who is only giving 30% or no percent because he never signed up for a commitment in the first place. Ladies, this is why communication is key. If he's not responding to your calls or messages, it's not always because he's cheating or being cold. It might simply be because he didn't see your time together as a relationship in the first place. Assumptions are dangerous. I think relationships are partnership. They should be defined and built together. When you skip the stages of dating, you rob yourself the opportunity to understand where the other person stands. And when there is no mutual understanding, disappointment becomes almost inevitable. My advice: take it slow, ask the questions that matter, make sure you are not just investing in someone who hasn't invested in you. And remember, it's not about playing games or being overly cautious. It's about being intentional and respecting your own heart. Do you agree with this video or you have contrary view? Have you experienced a similar scenario painted in this video? Or do you have any questions about dating and relationships? Kindly share your experience in the comments. Let's talk about it and grow together. Until next time, please don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with your friends and families. See you next time.